Bitcoin and Ethereum. What's his next move? Let's find out in the chart, shall we? Is Bitcoin going to head all the way to the $30,000 mark? Or is Bitcoin going to break down and head down to the $23,000 mark? We're going to talk about that and more in today's episode. And also, if you really like that, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, right? It really helps out the channel. And you also push Bitcoin. You push Bitcoin content to the whole masses. Very important. You want to do that so that Bitcoin continues pumping higher. Also, if you want to trade, right? I would suggest you learn how to trade before you do. But if you do want to trade, you can trade at Bybit, Femex, or BTC Mex. Links are in the description below. And you'll also get large bonuses by following my links in the description below. Also, if you own some DJ15 tokens, you will also get some bonuses, because any revenue I get, I will be going back into the market to buy up the DJ15 tokens and burn them as well. So check that out. My name is Davinci Jeremy, and I'm joined here with Inti Campos.
Good morning, people. How are you today?
Inti, how you doing today?
Oh, pretty good. I had a good sleep. I ate something, so I'm full of energy.
Okay, awesome. I'm glad. I'm going to be talking about inflation expectations.
Ooh.
Right? Well, I mean, come on. Everybody's expectation here is that inflation's going higher.
What do you mean expectation? Inflation is not an expectation right now. It's a freaking reality.
It's a fact of life. Always, constant, and forever. Why do you want to expect it? It's there forever.
It's fiat, baby.
And then we have this chart, right, that's really jaw-dropping, right? But it's not exactly what you expect once you see it, right? And Inti, I want to ask you, like, how's your trades going, man? How's your trades going?
Well, it's like, how would I describe it? Good and bad at the same time. Bad because I'm kind of in a losing streak. It's like it's a count streak.
Yeah, losing streak.
A losing streak. Sadly, the market is really crazy right now. I'm still experimenting with my setups. So yeah, I'm getting kind of stop around sometimes. Or I took the wrong direction, but that's okay. That's part of the learning process. Now I'm taking a trade every day. That something that I really wanted to do. So I'm getting better and better every time.
All right, I want you to see you take some trades on the weekend. This weekend, right? Even on the first, right? Trade, because hey, the market's open all the time with Bitcoin market, so you want to work hard and get the skills underneath, that time underneath your belt, so that you could actually become a professional trader. So make sure that you do it on a constant and consistent basis, right? Treat it like a video game. Hey, man, I'm playing all the time, man. I'm playing all the time. Anyways, you have a few words to say to the public, right? About that, about any of the trading information that we talk about, right?
Of course I do. As always, people, it's worth to remind you that this video is for entertainment purposes only, and this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before putting any of your hard-earned money on the market.
All right, cool. You know what? I want to remind people of a very big blockbuster video that's really cool.
This is like
really
changing
awesome
information.
Yes, it is. It is. Right? You have to like first hit the like button on this video, hit the subscribe, hit the all, and don't forget to comment. Leave a comment, right? The troll, what's it called? The scammer comments, right? Or overtaking, right? You want to overtake the scammer comments, right? With your actual comments, good comments, real comments, right? Not the fake ones that are going on in my channel. Trying to get rid of them all, but you know what? They're like weeds, man. You pull one, and another 10 of them grow out. So it's really difficult. So yeah. So comment as much as you can, right? To talk about whatever subject you like. Just don't, talk about, this place, I made money with this person and that person, because you know what? I tried to filter out that through the YouTube settings by filtering out any kind of like comments where it seems like somebody's trying to sell you something. All right, well, I want to also thank all you guys for hitting the like button on this video. Thank you very much. It's doing very well. It's got 58,000 views, almost 60,000 views. Awesome. I really appreciate that. I also like to thank all the new subscribers to this channel, my backup channel. So don't forget to, if you subscribe to this channel, you should subscribe to my backup channel, because you know how YouTube is. They will probably kick me out. And you know what? This channel is almost grown to the ability to to be monetized. So I just want to get that done so that I can actually do more content on that one as well. Alrighty, so with that said, let's get on to my the TA of the day, and let's start off with the trade that I mentioned yesterday. Remember what I said? I said way back here, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm not interested in trading up here. I'm gonna wait for the 78.6 and let whatever happens happens. If it takes off without me, bye bye. And if it comes to my entry, I'm all in. And yeah, it looks like if anybody followed me in the Telegram group, right? I put that right here. You saw me put it in the Telegram group. There it is, and yeah, we are in the trade. So now, what I suggest you do is bring your stop to break even. Now, unfortunately, this market might stop you out, but that's okay. We'll talk about that in 1 second. All right. So, anyways, if the market, let's go over to a cleaner chart. That's the what's it called? CME gap, huge gap. But here, if we go down to the hourly, you zoom out, we're starting to see a little bit of a pattern there. Let me just switch tools here. There we go. And if we start to see a little bit of a pattern start to merge. So let's draw that out and see. There it is. There it is. There you see? So if we can break from here, this line here, and go higher, that would be great. We see that the hourly is above the 13 EMA. Let me just zoom in a little bit for all you guys to see. It is above the 13 EMA, and that's a positive sign. And then, of course, right, you can see that if we break this level approximately here, then, it could break down further. I would say we'd have to, it could give you psych, I'd rather wear night kind of deal, but, and then, if it breaks down here and this is like a failed move, it goes fast move the opposite direction, especially since we're near the end. I think that we're near the end of the move of Bitcoin, and it just doesn't like to give people opportunities to make easy money. So be ready to take a stop loss, and then if that happens, you might have to reset. The unfortunate thing is, the only way to reset down here is to reset and buy down here is to actually go to a lower time frames when it's happening, because you can't do it on a blind faith. The best you could do, if you want to do it on blind luck, right? The best I can give you, right, is an extension level to actually get in on, right? So let's just do that, okay? I'll give you guys an extension level to get in on, but there's no guarantees from the management, right? Anything could happen. So let's see what happens. I always go with the 1.13 extension, right? And then stop it out at the 127 extension, right? Should it break? If you wanted to go blind, that's if you wanted to go blind. Don't recommend that. It's not a very good idea. Because it could, because you're betting that the market breaks this level, because we're in a bull market trend, right? You're betting that, oh well, this bull trend is going to continue on, and because we haven't touched the 1.618, right? And so yeah, it is a good risk to reward ratio, but make sure that the amount that you bet is like 1% or something like that. Because I mean, come on, the odds of this working out is extremely low. So that's that, and you could do it that way. But the best way to do it, of course, is to watch come in on once it breaks this, is to watch the 5 minute and see how, if there's any kind of candlesticks that tells you, okay, it's reversing, and then go and take that trade. That's the most safest way to deal that trade. Any other way is just too high risk, basically, way too high risk. So I'm gonna take a picture, snapshot of this,
Can you?
and hand it over to the what's it called, the Telegram group. What's up, Inti?
Can you make an AB equals CD pattern of that chart?
An AB equals CD
Yeah,
pattern?
to the downside.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, let's do exactly that. All right, so I just pasted this into the Pandora's Wallet group, right? I don't recommend this trade if you guys are anybody in the Pandora's Wallet group. I'm just one of those things that I just came up with on the cuff here. So Inti wants to know, is there like an AB equals CD? And so we're going to talk about what the AB equals CD is, right? Because not everybody knows what that is. So Inti, right? Let me just see how well you've been trained on the AB equals CD. Can you explain it to the people a little bit?
Well, the AB equals CD is the most basic harmonic pattern there is. Basically, what you want to see is a price continuation movement based on the Fibonacci retracement. I guess you guys know what it is. And basically, what we want to see is symmetry in price. That symmetry is going to give us a target, which is called the PRC, potential reversal zone, and when the price get to that target, we are going to aim the exact opposite way. For example, in this case, when this pattern is complete, if it's valid, we should aim for a long.
Exactly, that's correct. So there you go. So so maybe the 1.13 was probably not the best idea, right? Maybe the 1.27 is the best, the better entry level, but honestly, I don't see it because I really think that I don't know. I just don't see this. I don't think you should actually do this at all. Period. I don't think you should get into a trade down here at all, a long trade down here at all. It's just too dangerous, and so I'm not going to recommend it at all. Right? That's my take for today for that one. And it looks like my mouse just died. Oops, there we go. Okay, there we go. Back up and running. Okay. With that said, let's just go with what I do recommend, right? If I were to go trade this, well, I really think that this is probably going to bounce off of here. I don't see this thing breaking just yet. Could break now, could not. The best thing to do, right? Of course, right? I love playing from a position of strength. I don't like playing breakouts. So, is either you could wait for the breakout, right? And if the breakout comes to right now, you trade it like this, right? You're supposed to trade it effectively to the last turn, right? You don't have to, right? You could go to this level here, and then you go, okay, well, if it breaks that, then I'm out, right? And take it to the $30,000 level, because that's the most logical point, right? That we're gonna go to. And yeah, so there is a nice, decent trade right there on the breakout, or right, you be patient like I am, right? And you go, okay, I'm gonna buy this at the 61.8. And look where the 61.8 is. Is right at the that's pretty cool. The 61.8 is right at the base of this descending triangle. So, and then you stop loss it there. So then you're playing from a position of strength instead of hoping that, hey, you know what? I've got a $500 difference here. Let's see here. It's a $1,000 difference. If this thing drops before I decide to take a loss, yeah, it's not a very nice feeling to have, right? But that's how some people play, right? And I know quite a few people do it that way, and yeah, they're quite successful. seems that Bitcoin is only going upward. So yeah, it's working out very, very well, these breakout trades. So might as well, you could either wait for those ones, or you can do the playing from the position of strength kind of deal, and maximize your profits. Okay. Let's head over to the Ethereum chart. Right, Ethereum's been brutal, but absolutely nasty, ugly. I swear to God, it's the worst chart ever. I mean, this morning I woke up and it just came back to the 700 level, went as low as 685, right? Just to really smack everybody in the face, and then quickly went back, recovered back up. Just absolute nastiness. Right? Nasty. Let's go down to the hourly chart to see how nasty that can be. It doesn't look so that way, but man, if you zoom in, it's just absolutely like just not like really. Did you have to do that? Did you really have to come all the way back to the trend line and then start continuing higher? I mean, it's just been like that the whole time, right? If we go back in history, right, we come back up to the trend line, we're going to break, and no, I'm going to screw you hard. And then, I feel like I'm going to break down. I'm going to break down. I'm not going to make any new highs, and no, I'm going to break down, and no, goes higher, goes the opposite direction. Brutal, absolute brutalness throughout this whole period, and you know what? It's just that's Ethereum now. Every time, you know what you have to do with Ethereum, especially if you're dealing on a dollar cost average, is every time you see a new high, right? You go, oh, okay, you come back hard, right? You come back, and then you buy, right? You go, okay, I know you come back. I know you are. You're gonna come back like more than almost 50% from the last swing low, right? And there it is, like 61.8, right? Look at that. Comes right back from the last swing low. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna enter there. Boom, easy win. It's been non-stop like that, so I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna stop anytime soon. And we're gonna see some sort of blow off top later on, probably at if we go to the daily and we go. Actually, you know what? We can't do it on this chart. We have to go to a Coinigy chart, and I don't have a Coinigy chart open, which is kind of strange. Okay. All right, and let's bring that up because I want to show you guys. What I want to show you is HSD, what the Fibonacci level is for the 61.8, and honestly, the 61.8 is going to be very, very important. From the top to the bottom, you can pretty much, especially if we come screaming up to the 61.8, if we creep up to it, then you know it's just gonna blow through it. It's just gonna blow through the 61.8. But if we go screaming to like $900, like in a massive, like, oh my God, this is not stopping for nothing, you know you can probably hit that on a short and then have it reverse on you quite fast. Maybe you might want to do the 65%, right? Add the 65% and go with that instead of like, or the 66 is fine, I guess. Right? Go with the 66%, and then because like it generally just goes a little bit higher than the 61.8, and then it rolls over. But yeah, anywhere between those two is where you want to like start entering your shorts, start hitting your shorts, and seeing if it turns on you. It's going to be hard. It's going to be scary because, I mean, usually when it comes into the 61.8, if it comes to the 61.8 real fast, it's not an easy trade. You'll be like, am I making the right choice here? It's like nuts. It's a train, locomotive train, coming right at me, and I'm standing right in front of it. And that's how you got to do. That's how you got to live, man. When you're dealing with the 61.8. Alrighty. So with that said, I'd like to thank everybody for purchasing, S-Key, right? And congratulate them actually, because yeah, they've done very well. We popped a little bit. I think S-Key will, along with lots of other altcoins in the future, will be doing extremely well. If you have any kind of altcoin that you want to talk about, and want me to talk about and want me to review, if you're part of the Pandora's Wallet subscribers or the DJ15 tokens, please message me inside the group. Sorry, I know I haven't gotten on my messages yet, but I will get to them today. I promise. I know I've been crazy busy, but I will get to them. I will go over all my messages. So just if you just head over to head over to the group, you type in I see it. I got 23. I'm behind. Yeah, 23 messages there. If you type in at Davinci, I can't really see that. J15, right? Actually, it's just Davinci, right?
Yes.
Davinci. No, I think it's Davinci J15. Yeah, that's right. Just type in that, and then you will be able to message me, and then I will be able to get the message.
I'm pretty sure it's just Davinci.
I'm pretty sure it's Davinci J15. Here, watch. Okay, that person did not give me. There it is, right? Davinci J15. There you go.
Really?
Yeah. At
All
Davinci
right.
J15.
I think both work.
No, they don't. It don't.
But
It doesn't.
Really? But
No.
One person just wrote Davinci and the notification
No.
showed up.
The notification only comes up if you reply to my message as well.
Okay.
So, but I prefer if people actually add the at the Davinci J15. Okay, so yeah, if you're one of those members, right? Please tell me some cool idea, something that's anywhere from 3 to 6 months old, right? Because I want something new, something exciting, because that's what's going to pump in the next year, for following years. So I want to be able to talk about those cool cryptocurrencies. Another cool cryptocurrency, right? Altcoin is, of course, right? The DJ15 token, right? And if you wanted to be able to, mention your coin, right? You could purchase a DJ15 token and become part of that group, and you get access to leaving me a message and mentioning your coin. Make sure that you give me a don't just say, hey, just look at this coin. I want you to give me a sentence describing what the coin does, right? Right? Why are you excited about it? Don't go, you got to check out this coin. That doesn't help. That doesn't help at all. You got to give me a sentence that says, yeah, this is something new. This is something you must see. Explaining why it is something I must see. And then I'll be able to go and check it out. But if you just go, oh, you got to check this out, then I can't really get excited, right? I can't really get excited by that. All right, so try to get me excited, right? And then we'll check out your actual cryptocurrency. All right, so yeah, hopefully we break this rising wedge, right? Obviously, the DJ15 token will go a lot higher. So make sure all you need is like right now 0.05 to get in, and so that's just over $5 right now, but slightly over $5, like $5.05 or something like that. But yeah, just $5 will get you into the group, and you will be able to participate in the group and find out, and also be a part of this live stream. All right, let's head over to the news of the day. The first thing we're going to talk about before we get into that chart is inflation. If there's no inflation, then why do inflation expectations keep going higher?
Who said there's no inflation? Who said that?
The news media. Don't you watch TV? They always
No.
say that. They always
Why
say
would I
that on
watch
TV.
TV?
They always say that on TV. There's no inflation. There's no inflation. There's no inflation.
Oh, prices rise. Price rises on a natural way. You know, that is not called inflation.
There's no inflation.
That's just I don't know.
Yeah, they always say that on television, right? And so it's a constant meme that's like you want to reach through the television and smack the host. Like, do you not go to the grocery store?
Apparently not.
Right, I mean, well, what are you smoking? Anyways, last week we commented that despite the very tame CPI reading, right? It's CPI stands for Consumer Price Indexes, but I call it the CP instead of a CPI, I call it a CP lie. Alternative measures of inflation. Yeah, you might want to do that. Look into alternative measures of inflation. We're telling different story. Wonder why. Really? Chief among them are the inflation expectations as prices by the Treasury bond market. Well, this week we again got another inflation data print that showed a rather subtle inflation backdrop. The import inflation price index came in at 0 month over month, while expectations were for a rise of 0.2 month over month. So it was decent size miss. And yet inflation expectations across the short or to intermediate leg of the yield curve are hitting cycles highs again. Moreover, the message from the most inflation sensitive assets is confirming that the message from inflation expectations. You know what? I'm surprised we even have inflation expectations because, as we've said, right, inflation is always occurring, isn't it?
Yes.
So you should be expecting inflation at all times. There shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be a thing, right?
It shouldn't be. You shouldn't be having to expect inflation. It is. It just is. Right? It is. And so what you should be looking for is deflation expectations, right? Can that actually happen when we're printing money? That's what you want to look for, right? That's what we should be hunting.
I mean,
because that's unlikely.
It hurts me because all these questions are so easy to answer that we shouldn't even mention them.
I know.
Right? It took like 5 minutes on internet or I don't know any book.
I know.
And to compare your reality and say, oh, I think my money is going to be worthless in not too much time.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right. So another chart we want to take a look at now. This is a chart, man. I'm like, when you look at this, you're like, what the hell's going on here? What happened in March?
Oh, that's
February?
an expectation. There you got it.
Did something happen here? Yeah, what? Yeah, I mean, people lost their jobs and there was no money, and so you might think that this is the printing press going high. Actually, it is not. It is not the printing press. This is actually people's savings. We're moving it from risk assets down to lower risk asset, down the money stock. So they're moving it from money markets, stocks, bonds, and moving it down into savings accounts. This is your saving. This is the M1, which is savings accounts, and assets, more liquid assets, kind of assets in your savings, so that you can easily access your money. And the next one, obviously, M0 is just cash, right? So this is going to get interesting. If we go through hyperinflation, all these people are going to get screwed because the government's going to prevent you, and the bank is going to prevent you from moving your money, right? If you actually thought that's not going to happen, you are living in a dream world, Neo. And so there will be a point where cash will be overvalued once we go into hyperinflation, right? Believe it or not, cash will get overvalued over your bank assets, right? Because they're actually you could actually trade it directly with somebody else. All right, and so to understand what is exactly going on in this chart and why it's happening, right? You have to look at the Exeter's pyramid, right? And we're gonna before I get to the Exeter's pyramid, I want to show you, right, a little bit, right, of diagrams so that you see this, right? Here's $100 bill. Here's a $10,000, right, in $100 bills, and here's $100 million, right? And that here's $1 billion, right? You can see, right, all stacked up, right, all $100 bills, and then you can see $1 trillion is right here, right? All this, 1 trillion. And you're like down here, right? So now that you've seen what these numbers are, right? They're billion, 14 billion, right? All that's kind of nonsense, right? All of these numbers, nonsense numbers. Let's scroll down to the Exodus pyramid, right? Let's see. Oh, this is my favorite right here. This is silver. This is gold. Do you see something? Do you see a discrepancy there?
Yes, there's more gold than silver in there.
Yeah, this is all there is to invest in, right? Yeah. That's why I'm not selling my silver. The reason why this silver is not skyrocketing is because it's heavily managed not only by the banking system, by all the companies that require silver, and that's pretty much everyone, every major company, even down to your clothing manufacturers, right, need silver. So they're all participating in this scam to keep silver lower, and they actually ration it. But that's a whole other story. You know what? I can get into a whole video about silver. But there'll be a day where silver might become illegal for you to actually convert to a coin, right? And they might even try to make it illegal for you to actually own it, because there's so little of it, and it's all been gone, used up, and the only way to get it back is if price were to go and eclipse gold. Right? Because that's what's required for us to recycle the silver. Right? All right, so that's a whole other story. Right? That's why I'm holding on to my silver and that won't happen until until the dollar collapses and everybody sees the naked truth about it. But anyways, this is what's happening. As you see what's through Exeter's pyramid, right? These are higher risk assets, and this is lower risk assets. And all this is basically a picture of how much money is involved in the higher risk assets. So, for example, derivatives. Look at that wall of money, right? I mean, it eclipses all buildings, right? All buildings that you know of, right? Is a wall of money of derivatives. Now, all that, believe it or not, all that's going into Ethereum eventually, one day. Right? Because Ethereum can run derivatives a lot better than our current financial system can.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. So you might want to have some Ethereum. Right? Then there's the private equity business and real estate and all that kind of stuff. Look at this wall of money there, right there. You can see that's all $100 bills, by the way. $100 bills. You can see an airplane, Statue of Liberty, the what's it called, the Big Ben. They're like minuscule compared to all this money. So as the money flows down the Exodus pyramid into gold, right? Well, right now we would say we'd want to kick gold out here and put Bitcoin. You can see what's going to happen, right? There's going to be a rush into the bottom here, which is Bitcoin and gold. Actually, both are going to do well, all right? And so, but Bitcoin will do probably way better. And then silver will just go just absolutely crazy. You don't even know it. Silver will probably do exactly what Bitcoin's doing in the end. Alrighty, so yeah, that's my surprise chart, and I can't wait to see what happens when we go into hyperinflation. It's just going to be absolutely intense, man. It's going to be the greatest wealth transfer in the history of mankind. Money's going to flow into harder assets and flow out of the softer assets, such as derivatives, stocks, real estate, and anything that was purchased with debt will get wiped out. It will be an absolute bloodbath of epic proportions. So yeah, I can't wait to see what happens. Well, anyways, we're gonna be heading off to the question and answer period for the day for all my live subscribers. So if you want to be participate in that, again, all you have to do is have the DJ15 token or purchase the Davinci. What's it called? Pandora's Wallet. Subscribe to Pandora's Wallet, and then you could actually participate. So, you know what? You want to hang on to your Bitcoin because Bitcoin's real. Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. Cheers.
Bye.